Has some great songs. Coming up in the final hour of the Mr. Sports Show right here on ESPN 94.7 FM.
I didn't realize they were calling for snow.
What's up, bud?
Snow. I didn't realize they were calling for snow.
Oh, I know. All right, let me try to get through there.
Yeah, I'm going to do a quick sound check here.
Perfect.
Hey, it's nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Taking off?
Yeah,
Is that your Mercedes out there?
Bronco.
Okay, somebody's got a black Mercedes out there. It's really nice. Still works.
All right, brother. Yeah, he had to go back to work, so I said,
Yeah.
No, me and Hank got it now.
It's all right. We can handle this. If I can get past a broken elevator, I can sit in here. How you feeling?
I gotta be honest, that smoking ain't a good thing.
Right?
I take the laundry up and man, I'm huffing and puffing. It's like even for you talk about not taking the elevator. I go up the landing and that's not far.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just had testing done, Hank.
Yeah, I'd like to be smoke-free. I mean, smoking the weed is one thing.
Yeah, I know.
But the cigarettes, I could do without. And
all right, what do you know? What songs you want to do?
yeah, I'm gonna do "Coming Home, Baby." I like, and I'm gonna do "Pick Up the Pieces."
Okay.
And I got a Lou Rawls and Chicago.
This is a perfect way for you to market your business, support the Valley's only locally owned and operated sports station, and let our large
But I'm ready as soon as you come back. Did my sound check already? Wow, what a great party that was for you.
That's why we're going to talk about that too.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there. But JR's is usually packed anyhow when they've got good entertainment in there. I got to run to Ravenna today.
What time?
As soon as I get done here, I got to go back to the house and grab this Bose system and take it down to Lowville and get it sold. Then I'm going to Ravenna for a pair of shoes that I found on Marketplace. Shoe hound that I am.
When someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on. Well, I lost my job and my car key is missing. How was your day?
I was eyeballing a third HO track, and I told him I couldn't get there till Monday, and he sold it over the weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know, you gotta get some of this. You know, people money talks. You know, and I told him, I said, I'm not upset. But it was one of the HO tracks that had the double loop in the track. So, but another one will pop up.
All right, so I'll put you on that for vocals. We'll use this for, and I got new microphone processing.
Yeah, I just kind of moved that because it was on the screen.
Yeah, we are to the final hour. It is a Monday, February coming to a close fast. It is February the 23rd. Again, if you're looking for something to do tonight, I'll be hosting JR's Pub Bar Bingo. It's our last bingo event for the month of February. That'll take place from 6 until 8 o'clock. And thank you to Austin Maludik for getting up early for us. Mark Stanovac in Cancun, Mexico, vacationing in a much better place than us. And I've got my brother, who always comes in, and we've become really dynamite friends. The great Hank Willard is in the house. How you doing, Hank?
Good. Thanks for having me
Yeah,
again.
baby.
Thank you.
So it was a couple weeks ago. This is interesting. I had, it was Friday the 13th of February, prior to my birthday, 10 days ago. Common Ground playing.
Great band.
And we were packed. And Hank gets a hold of me, and he goes, hey, it's your birthday. You know, I love you, brother. I want to be part of this. So I said, okay, call Michael Adams from Common Ground. You guys worked it out. And I've got to tell you, Tam and I stayed for about 2 hours.
Till you got drunk.
Yeah, well, I got all these chips on my table. No, I can never get drunk in her presence. Let that be known. Anyway, I had all these chips and everything. And you're playing in between the band breaks.
Right.
Wandering through the crowd with your saxophone. And, brother, I got to tell you, people are loving you. Your
Yeah,
video, I took a lot of video. It does not lie.
Right.
You could see the love pouring out for
Oh,
you.
the crowd was going crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody loves the sax.
Absolutely. Everybody loves the sax.
Yeah.
Well said. Okay, so you're going to do a couple of tunes for us. So let's do some music, man, and feel good in this final hour.
Yeah, I've got an old instrumental version of Mel Torme
Okay,
called Coming Home Baby.
here we go.
Here we go.
Fantastic, my brother.
Thank you.
As always.
So much fun to play this
Willard,
horn.
right here on the Mr. Sports Show, ESPN 94.7. Hank, I would think that learning how to play the saxophone has to be one of the most difficult instruments to learn. True or false?
Actually, the saxophone is the easiest one to play.
Why? I mean, because
Yeah.
you got 8 billion keys, dude.
Well,
It's different.
Here's the problem. I mean, here's the ease of it.
All right.
You only have so many keys, okay?
All right.
Eight fingers. The left hand is the octave button.
Right.
The right side thumb is the little hook on the base of the bottom of the shaft of the horn
Okay.
to actually hold it, to give it stability. The reed, I'm just blowing air across that reed, making it vibrate.
Okay.
There's something else you can blow air across and make it vibrate too. We won't go there with that. So, the
Maybe.
trumpet and the trombone, which I used to play back in the day before I lost my teeth,
Yeah.
is a lip thing, okay?
Okay.
And it's a little more, it's harder to control the trumpet or the trombone because it's a cup instrument.
Okay.
And like I said, and you can, the slides only got 7 positions down and back. The trumpet has 3 valves, but there's different octaves where you have to control it with the embouchure of your mouth.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you why I threw that at you.
Okay.
That it is a difficult instrument, I thought, to play. You're saying it's one of the easiest.
It's easier to me.
If that's the case, and you've got a lot of young inspired, you told me that everybody loves the saxophone. One.
Yeah.
Okay, 2, if it's that easy to learn how to play it, why are saxophone players so rare?
I'm not sure.
Explain that one to me.
I guess that they start kids when they're 10 in the 5th grade, elementary school, and for some reason at that age, I guess it's harder for them to get the hang of blowing air across that reed and keeping the mouthpiece in their mouth at the same time, whereas they're teaching them to play the cup instruments.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe kids are attracted to the sax and the trombone. I mean the trumpet and the trombone more so than the sax, because just like you said, it's kind of intimidating to look at because of all the keys. I was intimidated when I first started looking at the saxophone. Where I was at the time, I'd open up the case, there was a horn, there was a saxophone there. I'd go in there every day and I'd open up the case and I'd look at it and I'd be like, wow, I wish I could play this. And there was another saxophone player there where I was at, and he this guy was a sideman for Miles Davis.
Okay.
This guy was a world famous guy, and he said, "Do you want to learn how to play that?" I said, "Yeah, I wish I could." He said, "Come on, I'll teach you." This guy had been playing for over 40 years, world renowned guy, and he got me started, and he showed me how easy it was to blow blow into the mouthpiece and vibrate the reed, and then he showed me chromatically how to move on the horn, da 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 da, da, half step at a time. And then I realized, wow, I can actually do this.
And then, like, in terms of, like, you're putting your breath into it and everything, is there different, like, pressures that you have to exert to get out certain notes and everything?
Well,
or is it like an even blow all the way across?
Well, it's an even blow, but if you want to be louder, then you can blow harder for it to be louder. And I don't know if you noticed a couple of notes in there. I kind of did a growly sound to it.
I noticed.
That's in my throat doing that.
Okay.
So that took some years to figure out how to do that. I don't know why, because I always heard them, other sax players make that sound, and I thought it was a specialty mouthpiece.
Some of my favorite saxophone songs, we've talked about this, I love Baker Street.
Yeah.
By Jerry Rafferty. Al Stewart. I love Al Stewart's music. Year of the Cat and some of his great time passages and whatnot. Billy Joel. Just the Way You Are. An absolutely beautiful sax song. Junior Walker and the All Stars.
Oh, yeah.
Motown. What Does It Take to Win Your Love? One
Right.
of my favorite Motown songs from the '60s and everything. I mean, there's so many. And then, of course, Clarence Clemens, the big man with
Oh, yeah.
East Street Band and Bruce
Yep.
Springsteen for so many years.
Yep.
Did these guys influence you?
All of them did. Chicago was the first band
Absolutely
I heard
incredible.
that made me want to be a trombone player.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first instrument I picked up in high school was that.
How about trumpet? Like people like Al Hurt and everything.
Al Hurt, Chuck Mangione,
Yeah.
Maynard Ferguson. Saw him in the summertime at Idora Park Ballroom. For those of you local, remember Idora Park Ballroom?
Oh yeah.
And I was 15 years old when I first started playing trombone. And my buddy, he was a trumpet player and freshman. We were both freshmen. And he got inducted into the clique, I'll say it this way, of the senior trumpet players because he was better than all of them put together. And so he was like, "You ever going to see Maynard Ferguson?" I'm like, "Well, who's that?" And long story short, we went up there and we were sitting, our table was right up against the stage. I had my elbow on the stage, sitting right there. It was one of them long, like cafeteria style tables. Sitting there so close, I could read the numbers, the serial numbers on his pistons on his horn.
Wow.
And 1978, and there was a set of drums on the stage that were covered up with a white sheet, and he brought this guy out in his second set. Guess who it was? Buddy Rich.
Jeff Richards' idol.
I got to see Buddy Rich live
That's
when I was
amazing.
16 years old.
Let me throw some other names at you.
Sure.
That you come across. Kenny G.
Kenny G, Sleepy. Everybody loves Kenny G, and he's a very talented guy, but he's got that I want to take a nap or jump in an elevator to listen to him play.
Right.
You know, I'm more hardcore, crazy loud.
How
Playing
about Lee Ritenour? Captain?
Lee Ritenour, a great guitar player.
And then David Sanborn.
Sanborn, oh yeah, another classic. Dave Cause.
And Candy Dolfer.
Candy Dolfer, I'm in love with. And I don't even like blondes. I am not a blonde man, but Candy Dolfer, she does a wicked version of Pick Up the Pieces.
Right.
And she's just another amazing.
How about a female sax player? That's incredible.
She's incredible.
She had a hit called Lily Was Here.
Lily Was Here, yep.
Yeah, which is a great one and everything.
Yeah.
We have Hank Willard in the house. Hank, where are you performing next? Where are some of your events?
Let me think. I have a show coming up next week at a Hampton Woods assisted living out in Poland.
Which is great that you do that for elderly people.
I love doing those assisted livings. Yeah.
And they love you and everything.
They are. The room is packed when I get there to set up an hour ahead of time.
And they can't wait until you get there. They circle that on your calendar
Yeah.
every month.
They have the activities director always has the activities daily for the residents, and she's got me down as Hollywood, so they all know me. I've been going to these spots pretty regular. I've got about 4 different spots I go regular.
And you make their day. What are some of the compliments you've heard from elderly people after your shows?
Just how much they appreciate me coming, and
You
they
took me back to the 50s, the 40s.
Yeah.
You hear that stuff?
all the time.
Wow.
I love Frank Sinatra. You do Frank, and we love Frank Sinatra. And there's a song from the '70s I haven't heard in 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I've just been blessed to love music, and I grew up listening to music. This is sports radio, but I never did sports.
Nah, I get it.
I never gravitated to it. We talked about that. I played hardball and football in high school. I didn't like getting beat up. I really didn't like it when Kurt Loudermilk hit me in the arm with a fastball.
Camp Salem Quaker.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break. We've got Hank Willard in the house. More music on the way. You stay with us. Don't go anyplace.
This is a lot of fun. I love coming here.
Oh, yeah.
It's
a blast.
But yeah, these assisted living spots, they're I got to think about how I even got started doing that. What my first one was somewhere. I think it was up in Niles, Continuing Healthcare of Niles, and a buddy of mine's wife, she was the activities director up there, and I was at their wedding. I performed at their wedding, and she got this job up here at this assisted living up in Niles, and he got a hold of me. He's like, "Hey, my wife wants to talk to you," and about performing at her workplace, you know, and it never dawned on me that I could go in these spots. You know, I've always been set up with my own PA equipment to go and do a one-man show anyhow.
You're getting requests now.
Okay.
It's a classic. I used to have this. I believe it's on King's Records. Bill Doggett and Honky Tonk. You know that?
I don't know that one.
It's a classic.
The very first time I ever performed by myself with using backing tracks was the Johnny Appleseed Festival down in Lisbon. You familiar with that?
Johnny Appleseed Festival?
Yeah.
Yes, I went to that with Tammy, and I met Johnny, the guy who
Playing the character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. We had a good time. That was years ago.
Yeah, that was like over 20 years ago for me too down there.
You don't do what's this Junior, do you? Walker song?
I don't do.
Here's a little bit of honky tonk. I'm not gonna have you play it on this because you don't. What?
Is that an instrumental or is there some vocals coming in?
No, it's definitely.
I think I might have heard that song before. Basic blues.
Let me see if I get it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's part 23. Black guy.
Where's that at? On YouTube?
Yeah.
Can you send?
It's a classic.
I'm saying, can you send that link to me in a text
Yeah, it's
message?
just Bill Doggett, the honky tonk. You can find it. I can. I also enjoy listening to Everett Harp, Steve Cole, and Grover Washington.
Oh yeah, Everett Harp, he's good.
All right.
Coming back?
Yep. We got 12 seconds.
Yeah, Everett Harp. He was Arsenio Hall's first band leader.
Hold on, brother.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. We've got new phone systems. Thank you again, Gary Zockla. I can't thank you enough. I got this from E. He says, I enjoy listening to Everett Harp, Steve Cole, Grover Washington, some of my favorite sax players